Sunny here from Oil and Vinegar Junction. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a chilled asparagus salad. It's topped off with Fleur de sel salt and my awesome bourbon barrel smoked pepper. It has a little bit of roasted garlic olive oil and a white lemon infused balsamic vinegar for the top. So I've already cut the ends off my asparagus. Make sure you trim them up because they're a little tough on the bottom. I have a pan of salted water that's coming to a boil. And to the side of it, I have a pan that I filled with ice and cold water. We're going to use that before we cook the asparagus to open it up to some of that flavor. And then we're going to use that after we cook the asparagus to stop it from cooking. Now that my pot of boiling water is nice and hot and ready, I'm going to go ahead and take my asparagus out of that ice bath. Whew, that's cold. And drop it into there. We're going to let this go for about 3 minutes. We want to make sure they still have a little bit of crunch left on the inside. Now that our asparagus has finished cooking in the boiling water, we're going to go ahead and plunge it right back into that ice bath. And that will help it stop cooking right away and cool it down. Oh, they look so beautiful and vibrant. Now everything's been super easy up to this point. There is one little delay in this dish, and after the asparagus has cooked off, you need to put it in the fridge and allow it to kind of dry so that vinaigrette will hold to it really good and tight. So I just have a sheet pan and I put a towel on it, and I'm going to take my asparagus from my ice bath and put it into this towel, and I'm going to put it in the fridge for an hour. Now that our asparagus has had some time to dry off in the fridge, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make our vinaigrette for the top. It's super, super easy. We are going to use 1 tablespoon of our lemon white balsamic vinegar, and we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of our roasted garlic olive oil. So delicious. I always love how wonderful that one smells. And then to that, we are going to add a little bit of Dijon mustard, just for a little bit of tang to it. And I love mustard. And then just half of a lemon juiced. That will give us a little bit of acidity. The vinegar is going to give us a little bit of sweetness to it. And then I like to put my stuff in a jar because it's easy and I can just give it a quick shake. I'm going to toss about half of this on my asparagus on the pan. Just go ahead and drizzle that over the top. And use my tongs. Make sure that I just get a little bit of that beautiful vinaigrette dressing on all of the different pieces there. And once I have just a light coating on all of them, I'm going to transfer them to this serving platter. Now that all of this is on the serving platter, I'm just going to take that last little bit and just drizzle it right over the top there. And then we need to finish it off with a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm using my Fleur de sel salt. I like it because it has a little tiny bit of crunch to it, and the granules are a little bit bigger. And I just absolutely love the flavor that it has with it. It has a little bit of clay flavor to it almost, or mineral flavor. And then this is what takes it over the top. I wish you were here and you could smell this. As soon as I took the lid off the jar, it's like smoked goodness. It is a smoked bourbon barrel pepper. It's a little bit of a coarse grain, and a little bit goes a very long way. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that pepper on the top, and that's it. We're done. Let's go ahead and give this a try. I really do love this. cooking the asparagus for that short time leaves that little bit of crunch that I like in it. And then you have the bright burst of lemon with that little bit of sweetness from the vinegar against that smooth, subtle flavor from the garlic. So good. And honestly, what tops it off is that smoky pepper. I know that you're going to love this. And as always, from my store to your table, enjoy.